Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Battle of Gaugamela on Total War Rome 2. We're playing on the Divide et Impera mod. So guys, here today, hopefully we can recreate Alexander's famous victory. Touch wood. We have 7,359 Macedonians versus 7,974 Persians. Now, you might be wondering why Pontus is in the battle. Unfortunately, the Parthia faction does not have chariots, and to hopefully simulate the actual battle, you need chariots. So, my army is consisting of, obviously, 1 companion cavalry in Alexander's unit, 12 units of companion cavalry, 6 Cretan archers, 14 foot company pikemen, and then we have 8 thorax swordsmen. We're coming up against Darius's 1 cataphrax unit, 9 Parthian cataphrax units, 6 elite Persian archers, 10 Persian swordsmen, 10 Persian hoplites, 9 scythed chariots, and 4 eastern spearmen with the cool sword. So I've made my deployment here. We are playing on a pretty huge battle. Now I have my front line of pikemen. Now guys, you must take note before I get into the battle. On Rome 2, pikes have been heavily nerfed. They're nowhere near as powerful as they were at the start of the game, and they're such a shit unit now, to be perfectly honest. Online, they're not too bad. You could get away with it against the AI in a campaign, but online you just get absolutely roasted. So I was nearly kind of hesitant not to do the battle, but I want to do the Battle of Gaugamela even with the shit pikemen. But let's see how they do. So going with just a line of pikemen to start off with. Obviously, historically, putting a lot of cavalry on the flanks. Alexander running, because historically he obviously was outnumbered quite significantly in the center, and dragged the Persian cavalry out, running to the far right, and then came back in, cut back inside, and went straight for Darius himself. So I've got my 12 units of companion cavalry, 6 on the right flank, 6 on the left. Then I have my line of pike. I am attacking as well in this battle. The chariots here was interesting to see whether or not the Pontus army would actually deploy, I don't know, not intertwined with the Persian host. I do have my thorax swordsman on the flank, obviously, historically again. Take note, this isn't a historical recreation, it's just a little bit of fun. A little something light-hearted, don't take it too seriously. Obviously, he would have had more peltasts in his units, obviously a second line of hoplites instead of lumping 4 units of thorax swordsmen on the flanks. So before we get into the thick of the battle, slugged down into combat, would really appreciate it if you haven't already left a like or subscribed. Also, you're most welcome to follow me on my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Speaking about the description below, if you want to go download the Divide et Impera submod, maybe do some custom battles or do your own campaign like the Spartan or the Roman. It's going to be interesting to see how different this battle will be on Divide et Impera as well. I've never done a custom battle on that. Obviously, some of the unit cards look incredibly awesome and retextured, and some of the units just look absolutely brilliant, but this is basically my regular, huge, massive battle series. Offline, of course, unfortunately, because I live on the other side of the world. Well, fortunately, I live in Australia, but unfortunately, the internet connection here is pretty bad. And I have explained this in other battles. I can't really play online because there's very few Australians that actually play. But hey, what are you going to do? I can play against Americans, but there's like a 10-second delay, and in Total War, that's pretty crucial. If you don't get that unit back or don't move the unit within 15 seconds, it can be quite bad. Obviously, there are other Total War YouTubers and whatnot I can drag in, but it'd be pretty unfair if I made someone else just come and play online battles with me just for a series, if you know what I mean. So, unfortunately, that's the situation. Would really like to start streaming as well, but we'll just have to see. But let me know in the comment section down below what other series we can do. So we're pushing up my cavalry on the left flank here. We're hitting them quite hard. I'm hoping we can break this unit. My pikemen are pushing up. The Persian line is moving. I need to quickly put them on pike phalanx before we get caught out. They're already an average sort of unit, but pikes, fall down. Yeah, probably going to be doing maybe the battle in the Kingdom of Heaven. Could do 300 Troy. Doesn't necessarily have to be movie based. Battle of Waterloo could be quite cool. There's a lot to go through. Obviously, I have done a lot of Third Age now. Battle of Moria, Helm's Deep, Rivendell. The chariots are charging in straight into my line. My Cretan archers are taking aim. Hopefully, they can hold fast. Wow. They suicide that unit of chariots. Now, my right line, I wish the battle was further so we could drag them up. It's going to be interesting to see how the AI combats this. It looks like they're actually clustering back to the center. Historically, the Persians had a bigger line than the Macedonians. They also managed to rake and get rid of all the rocks in the ground so their chariots could get in, get out, and get paid quite quickly. But, like I said, this isn't historically accurate. This is a little bit of fun, little light-hearted battle, and see if we can. You've only got like a limited. There are limitations, of course, playing against the AI. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. You're not playing against an actual player, so we're going to try flank around, try hit them from behind. Hopefully we can just get them into slugged out combat with my pikemen. Then my 4 units of thorax swordsmen on the flanks can push up. Thorax swordsmen are some of the best in the game. It's a really good tactic when you play online battles. Obviously earlier on in Rome 2 when there was a lot more Australians playing, that's a really good tactic, putting thorax swordsmen, because people usually think you go with a pike army, you can really change that up. They really rival some of the Roman units. But, like I mentioned before, these pikes aren't the best. They've been heavily nerfed. So, my cavalry has been split up here, taking out that spear unit. Hopefully we can get behind them and start hitting them. My pikemen are holding the front line. On the right hand side of my flank, Alexander and his companion cavalry are trying to push even further. The Pontist cataphracts, the scythe cataphracts, those kneecap getters. Also the Persians are throwing their cataphracts in. Hold the line, men. We're flanking now. So it looks like they clustered in further. They've given us the ability to flank even more. I'm sending my companion cavalry to hopefully hit Darius. Hit him and hit him hard. Might be able to cause a rout. But it is going to be a tough victory. My companion cavalry have intercepted a unit of their archers. We are breaking them. Still not exactly in my favour if you look in the bottom right. But we're not doing too badly. Got Alexander using some of his abilities now. I'm just hoping my pikemen can hold. They are buckling a little bit under the pressure of the Persian swordsmen, and they have hoplites of their own. And their cataphracts, of course, rival even my companion shock cavalry. But they are a lot heavier, so they're probably better to get slugged down into combat. My cavalry are flanking right behind Darius' main host. So hopefully we can hold on just a little bit longer. My front line of pikemen is buckling quite significantly. Hopefully I can swing around with my thorax swordsman and the companion cavalry. Just need to hold on for a little bit longer. But guys, let me know in the comments what other custom, huge, massive battles you would like me to do. Got a couple of here that I've written down that I was thinking of umming and ahhing whether or not to do. The Battle of Hastings, the Battle of Yorktown, Trafalgar, Waterloo, Battle of Jerusalem in the Siege of Jerusalem in the Kingdom of Heaven. My cavalry, my companion cavalry has hit this spear unit from behind, slamming them into the pikes. That unit on the far left is buckling. Also, if you haven't gone and checked out my current campaign, still got a Spartan campaign going if you want to see more Divide et Impera. Also got a Total War Call of Warhammer campaign playing as the Dwarfs. I will be playing the Age of Charlemagne DLC for Total War Attila once it's released. And hopefully, if things work out according to plan, I should have a little bit of a surprise on the channel for you guys, but I won't say any more, and I'll leave it at that. So, those 3 units of companion cavalry aren't doing anything. We need to get them into the fight. We've smashed their left line. But my pikemen, like I said, are buckling. They have been heavily, considerably nerfed in Rome 2 now. Couple of chariots scattered around the place, here and there. The right side. But it's sort of turning in like there's going to be like these 2 little pockets on either side of the battlefield. I don't particularly want them to run them down. I need to break them. But my pikemen haven't really stood up to the test. Really wish I probably could have put another unit of hoplites in reserve, but I went with more pikemen. Alright. Micromanaging is a little bit of a bitch playing this huge battle. I've got some units not doing it. I do need to rally up so I can hit them hard. There's a unit trying to engage us here. Hopefully we can wrap around them. Swordsmen, so they're not spearmen, so they won't be able to hold off for long. See if we can wrap around here behind with my companion cavalry. Okay, we're doing well. Just need to hold on. We're doing well. Only 2 units of Pontus left. They really did slam their chariots into me. Obviously in Rome 2, surrounding the enemy is the way you break them. So like I said, my front line has buckled, as you can see here. A lot of dead enemies. It's sort of turned into these like 2 little pockets on the right and left hand side of the flank, which is interesting. Both generals, Darius and Alexander, still alive on the field. I wonder where Hephaestion and what's not a holding the line. Let's have a quick look at the strategical overview. We are coming to the final moments of the battle. Still, honestly, really could go either way. It is turning into a little bit of a grind fest. I'm trying to just surround them. They're sort of just trying to hit one unit. I will try to get some more cinematic shots against the Persians, but you got to give it to them. They gave up a bit of a hell of a fight. Oh, here comes a huge wave of cataphracts, but yeah, like I said, it's really honestly still can go either way. If we can get some decent flanking maneuver charges in, we might be able to stay true. Hopefully we don't lose a general either. A solid cavalry charge coming in here. Oh. Sliced and diced in the face. We've nearly broken this right flank. Oh, the one unit bounced off a retreating cataphracts and I didn't get the full charge. Oh, damn it. Okay, guys, the right side has completely fallen. The Persians have been crushed. A last final ditch attempt from the Pontus, even though they weren't in the battle, obviously only have them there because of their cataphracts. It's a shame that the Persians don't have it. Chariots, not cataphracts, sorry, I said that. Speaking of cataphracts, charging headstrong into them. But I'm hopefully... Oh, there we go. Hopefully we've paid tribute and homage to Alexander's battle, but we have a cavalry charge coming up. There's no way we can even come anywhere close to the enormity of the battle. Alexander charging into... well, technically the Pontus hoplite, but we'll say the Persian general. Got this companion cavalry flanking around. Alexander is buckling. Hephaestion coming in the rear. And watch this. As soon as I hit them, this should go with an over-resounding rout. Instantly. Boom. Perfecto. But we've crushed the general unit. I reckon that's... yep, that's the victory there. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. At the end of the battle, you're most welcome to pause and have a look at the casualties sustained and the casualties inflicted. A hell of a battle. A lot of dead chariots and horses and that entire front line. Nice little thing of the strategic overview. But let me know in the comments what other custom, offline, massive, huge battles you'd like to see. It was a costly victory. And I'm going to end it here. Goodbye.